is Archana here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to use molds. So I get lot of questions regarding this, and I thought why not to create a simple video for that, so that you guys also can make your own castings from different materials. So mostly I prefer to use resin in my molds because I like the resin casting because they are nice, they are sharp, and they are very you can see. And for me, I feel it's very easy to create casting using resin. But just in case sometimes it happens like I ran out of resin, so next choice is paper clay. So this is the paper clay which I use most of the time, and it is available on Amazon, and also you will get this kind of paper clay from local shop as well. And just in case if I don't have paper clay, like you can see here, I have very little quantity of paper clay left with me. So next option is this molded, or you can also go with M-seal. So yeah, let's start. I'll just show you one by one, and that way you will get a nice idea. And I also use sometimes hot glue. So yeah, I'll show you every technique in this video. So first, let's make resin casting because I love that. And these molds are from Dadarkar Arts. So just in case if you want to buy your own mold, then you can contact Dadarkar Arts for these beautiful molds. And these are from Prima Marketing. Uh, yeah, these are from Prima Marketing. This is local mold. This I found on Amazon. Let's start with resin first. So for resin, I use this Hudson's resin. It's very nice resin, and I'm using this since I guess 1 year or so. So I just love the finishing touch of this resin. So yeah, and it takes around 12 hours to dry, and after that 2 days you need to keep it let it air dry, because after you remove the resin mold, sorry, resin casting, they are kind of flexible at that time. So maybe let me see if I have. No, I don't have it as with me as of now, but yeah, I hope you are getting my idea. So I'll just show you once I this resin is semi dry, then I'll show you how flexible it will look. Okay, so for that, just take resin and hardener. I need empty bowl for this. Just a second. Okay, so I just got my empty bowl, and I always prefer to use bowl that is use and throw, because who will clean that mess. Okay, so now see, resin and hardener mixture is vary from brand to brand. So in this it needs 2:1, that is 2 part of resin and 1 part of hardener. Okay, so now let's, and you can just make clear casting as well as color casting. For coloring you need to use resin pigments. Okay, so now this bottle is about to finish, so I'll just see how much resin we can take out of this bottle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 spoon of resin, and so now we need 4 spoon of hardener. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's done. You can also use what do you call that, gloves. Yeah, you can also wear gloves, but I don't like the feeling of the gloves, so yeah. So just give it a good mix. If I'm making casting for my project, then I always make clear casting. But if I'm making casting for selling purpose, then I add white pigment into it because people like that. So yeah, and that way we can also, see the entire design. In clear casting, it's hard to see entire design. So I guess I have to big size mold for this resin portion, but yeah, let's see. If I need to add more resin, then I'll mix more resin, but first let's try with this. So now see, as you start mixing this resin and hardener together, it will become complete transparent and flowy. So that way you will get to know that your resin is ready to pour. I hope I'm making sense. Okay, so for this resin, you need to keep it for 5 minutes just to get it mature. So when your resin get mature nicely, you will not get this kind of a bubbles, as I hope you can see. So I'll just wait for 5 minutes. And to protect your surface, you can use some plastic sheet or silicone mat underneath. I'm going to use cardboard because once I pour this resin into it, I'll just keep this mold aside and I'll show you another technique meanwhile. Okay, so I'll just keep it for 5 minutes and then come back to it. Okay, so 5 minutes is over and you can see there are no bubbles in this. So now we can pour it into this casting. Before that, let me put something underneath. Okay, so okay, come on, buddy. Okay, so and now I'll just pour this resin into the molds. So start pouring carefully. Okay, so you can see I have poured the resin. And if you feel that there are bubbles in it, you can prick it out using toothpick or okay, so this is done. And the leftover resin, I'll show you how to use resin pigments in it. Okay, so I have these resin pigments with me, so I'll go with the white one. Okay, so just you need to take very little amount of pigment. We don't want too much of pigment in this because mixture is very less. So yeah, just give it a good mix. Just keep it aside and just give it a good mix using this. So you can see how beautiful color. The more pigment you will add, the more dark shade you will get. Okay, so and let's pour it into this, and you can pour it into this as well. So I'll just take little amount of resin from it because we need complete. Okay, we need to so now it will take about say 12 hours. It will take around 12 hours to dry completely. So I'll just keep it overnight, and tomorrow morning I will show you how this turn out to be. Okay, so I'll just keep this stuff aside. Okay, so now in this mold I will show you how to use paper clay. Okay, so I have this paper clay with me. It's about to dry out. So let me take out the dried one. So like this clay we have in this packet, and I'll take small mold to show you the paper clay casting. Okay, so I'll just keep this aside. I have this another mold, and you just have to take little amount of clay, and you just need to press it firmly like this, and just give it a good press so that this clay will go in all the intricate design. And then where is my, and then just take the excess amount. Like this, so that you will get nice flat back. Okay, like this. So let's make one more. Maybe this. Let's go with this one. Again, give it a good press. And you can also take out the extra clay using palette knife. So just like that. So like that. So if you want to place your mold, your casting around some cylindrical shape, then you can go with this paper clay. So because you can take out this casting while it's semi-dried. So you just have to push it like this, and your casting is ready to use around any cylindrical shape. So like that. So yeah, so when I'm working on cylindrical shape, I want my casting to wrap around something, I use paper clay. Look at this. Yeah. But only when we use paper clay, after it dries completely, our casting tend to shrink little bit. So that's the reason I don't prefer paper clay much. But when I'm in hurry and I want my project to be done quickly, so I use paper clay. Okay, now next I'll show you how to use mold it. So in mold it, we get two parts. Like in this also we have okay, so in this we have resin base and we have hardener base. So this kind of mold it we get. Mold it is basically another version of MSil only. So yeah, I'll just, and while using MSil or mold it, you just need to make sure that you mix the clay little bit, not like if you want your clay mixture, sorry what I'm saying I just lost the track. Anyways, just a second. We need same amount of both the clay and just give it a good mix like this. We need to mix it till we get nice like this. And you can also use baby powder so that it won't stick to your hand. So just quickly we need to mix this, and we need to mix until we get even color of this clay. And this dries very quickly, so just you need to mix clay as per your requirement. You can't mix it and keep it for long, so just make sure that you mix your clay as per your requirement or in small portions. Okay, so we get very nice clay with us, and now I'll show you. Okay, so now I need another mold. Okay, what I'll do, I'll use this only. Just take little amount of clay and press it like paper clay. We need to press it and take out the extra. And just give it a good press. Okay, and let's make in this. Fill the all surfaces. Just like that. So make sure that you fill the entire cavity of this mold. Okay, so I think it's perfect. And we have this small one. So where to fill, can we fill it in? Let's fill it in this. Okay, so this is done. So this one is using M-seal or mold it. So we will wait for some time and then I'll take it out and show you. So see this, these are still wet, so you can still mold these around cylindrical shape. Okay, so I'll just keep this aside. Where to keep? And since I haven't mixed this one, you can just wrap its plastic around it and keep it. Okay, so just keep this here. And now I'll show you how to use hot glue gun. So for that I need my glue gun here. Oops. Okay, so I'll just wait uh, till my hot glue gun is getting heat. So, and meanwhile I'll show you another ways to create molds, sorry, to create castings. Okay, so now my glue gun is ready. So I'll just likewise you need to fill the entire mold. Okay, so that is done. And now just give it a just give it a good tap. Now our glue gun is, this glue is still hot. So what I will do, I'll just spray some water over it here, just to cool down its temperature and give a good press using your finger, so that there will be no bubbles left. Like this. And this casting will be flexible, so you can use it on cylindrical surface or wherever you want. Okay, so that is done. Just remove the excess water here and here, and likewise I'll make another one as well. Okay, so see, like this, and I'll make its pair as well. And when we press it using water and our hand, so that way there will be no air bubble left in the casting. So that's the purpose of using water, just to cool down its temperature, and then we can mold it around the mold cavity. This is a very nice and quick way to make your own casting using mold. Okay, I'll just switch off my gun and give it a good tap like this, so that the glue will settle down. Okay, and now use water to cool down. This is very tricky, so make sure that you apply good amount of water and cold water, so that the glue will not that much hot, and you can actually use your hands to press it. So just be little bit careful, don't burn yourself. Okay, so that is done. And now I'll just let this dry for some time, and meanwhile let's see if our MCL casting is ready. It's not yet done, so we need little bit of time for this. Okay, here it's done. So once it's semi dry, you can take it out, and again you can use it as a flexible mold. See, like this. Since this silicone mold is very flexible, that's the reason it's coming out nicely. Oops. And this one is not that flexible, so that's why it's taking time, but yeah, we will wait for this. Okay, and here I guess our glue gun casting is also done. Look at this, how beautiful casting we got here. This, and you can just cut out the extra glue. So look at this, and this will be flexible, so yes, you can use it on the cylindrical portion. Look at this, how beautiful casting we got here. And now I'll wait for this to dry, and this MCL molded to dry, and the other resin one, and that these all things will take little bit of time, like say 12 hours. So I'll just wait for that, and is ready. Just you can remove it quickly. Look at this, look at this. Oops, look at this. See here, we got the design is not perfect because I fail to press it firmly, but it can be used in mixed media projects. So I have no issue with that. I'll just use it in some rustic project and it will look nice in that. Is completely cured and these embellishments are ready to use, so I'll just demold it in front of you. So you just have to squeeze your mold little bit, and look at this. This is the clear resin and this one is pigmented one. So for pigment, as I said, you need to use resin pigments. So look at this. So these are completely pure and these are like semi dry, so you can also curve it little bit and use it around any cylindrical surface. And if you keep it just like that, in 1 or 2 days it will be completely cured and completely like hard. And look at this one is amazing. So these are resin embellishments, and this one we made using M-Seal, that is molded. So you can go with M-Seal. Molded or M-Seal is basically epoxy clay. Okay, and this one I made using paper clay, and this one using hot glue gun. So this one is like completely flexible. Even after it gets dry, you can just mold it and use it around any cylindrical portion. You can see how flexible it is. Only thing is you can't use heat gun over it. So these are the techniques which I use to create my castings, and there are a lot of technique. There are other techniques as well, like using pop or molding powder or any homemade clay. So I will try to make that video as soon as possible, but till now you just try this one. And if you tried this, then don't forget to tag me on your social media platform, as I would love to see your makes as well. So yeah, I will be back with another project soon. Till then, bye bye, take care and happy creating.